Welcome to The Loop. We have a very special guest with us today, Marina Cappi. She has her own studio called Marina Studios, and she's one of the bigger donors here at the Mammoth Film Festival, and we are just so happy. Thank you so much for being with us today, Marina.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
It's so great to, have a woman be one of the bigger donors here. And, Hallie, you wanted to ask her.
Absolutely. And so, being a female business owner, what gave you the courage to open up your own film studio?
So I would say to start, I've been in very male-dominated industries for my career. And I saw the opportunity more so in a business, on a business level. And I kind of ran with it.
Okay.
And it was nice for me to finally be able to do my own thing. And I saw the landscape of Hollywood changing to going more towards a female-dominated industry, which I thought was very cool. And it's a newly emerging industry in Massachusetts with the tax credits being permanent. So I saw the whole thing working very perfectly in my favor as a female, and then being able to empower other women to sort of follow my suit when I have no background in the industry at all.
Right.
So I'd say that's where
I love that. I absolutely do. And so tell me, what are some pieces of advice along the way that have really resonated with you, and maybe some advice that you have for females that are breaking into the industry?
So I don't think that there's any prerequisite to be in this industry. It's very similar to what I did in finance and construction, and a lot of people that I've met, especially women, feel like there's such a barrier to entry, but there's not. So as long as you believe in yourself and you are persistent, there's a way to make it in anything that you can dream. And I, fortunately or unfortunately, was raised by my grandfather, and he said, you can be whatever you want to do whatever you want to do, and here I am. So
I love that, because I was raised by my grandpa too. My mom's a flight attendant, and my grandpa raised me, so I love that.
Yeah, no, it was the foundation of who I am. Came from him, just telling me, yeah, go, whatever you can dream of, you can do it.
That is it's inspirational. It really is.
What were some of the amazing movies that you've seen this weekend? I mean, you're such a big part of the Mammoth Film Festival, so I think we all need to know, what was your favorite this weekend?
So I loved Nina's short, the one. It was so amazing. And then The Immaculate Room, when the director was speaking about, his advice, it's being persistent. Like, there's a lot of people that have dreams and want to be somewhere, but it's the ones that show up every day. Like he said, if you want to be a director, then start there. Like, start doing the little things to get you to where you want to be, and anyone can do this. Anyone can be here.
And I love too that you made a great point, is that the first step is also believing that you belong in the room.
Yeah.
And so when you go into a room, is there any positive self-talk that you give yourself, or are there any any bits of that nature that when you walk into a room or on a stage or about to give a presentation, you're like, okay, this is my mantra?
I feel like anything that I put my mind to, I've been able to achieve. So I don't care what the room is. I always feel confident in the sense that I belong there because I was asked to be there, or whatever it is. Right. But then just having that confidence, which I think gets you further, and that would be my advice too, is that, everyone's their own person, and everyone brings something to the table.
Right.
So if you want to be in that room, then go show up and be in the room, and don't be afraid of it.
And the fact that, you are such a big part of the Mammoth Film Festival, how did you get involved in this? How was this, and how long have you been doing this for?
So this is all very new to me, but I just finished a movie with Tanner, the owner of the festival, and I'd asked to support Sundance this year, and I was like, I'd like to do something where I could give more of an impact or have more of an impact. And Tanner's like, this is your opportunity. And we just got along so well, and I love his family. So it was really a nice foundation to start my festival career. And I'm so happy to be sponsoring it.
What are some projects that you're working on at the moment, things that you're excited about coming in the pipeline?
So I'm going to go with one of my producing partners, and we're premiering a Broadway in London at the end of the month. That'll lead to a movie that we're going to do later this year. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm working on a TV show with one of my favorite screenwriters that I'll produce, which is American history related, which I'm very excited about. And then we've got a great slate of movies, starting with Neil Patrick Harris is doing one of our films that we start in March, and then moving on to work with David Schwimmer. So there's a lot in the
She's busy. She busy.
yeah, but I'd say I'm most excited about a music genre film that I'm gonna start in Stockholm at the end of this month as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am excited.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to
Thank
us.
you. I
You're
appreciate
amazing. And thank you for helping put this all together.
It's
Seriously.
And nice to meet both of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching The Loop.